I grew up snow skiing with my mom, teaching my brother and I on Crystal Mountain here in Washington State. We used to take a school bus up on Saturdays for lessons in skiing too. And I continued through college, but then life happened with a wife and 3 daughters along with rising prices. And in late 2024, we went to visit friends in Lake Tahoe for the holidays, and my 2 oldest daughters wanted to ski. I'm now hooked again. About 30 years since I last skied, and this year I'm using an Icon Pass, thanks to the veteran discount, and I love being out in the snow again. It's a little bit rough here in Washington State, but I have been able to get out several times, and I'm looking forward to an upcoming trip to Colorado. A PR agency representing outdoor gear asked if I wanted to check out some ski gear, and I jumped at the opportunity. Hello everybody, this is Matthew Miller, otherwise known as Palm Solo, and thanks for visiting the Mobile with Matt YouTube channel. I enjoy sharing my passion for fitness gear, mobile technology, and e-bikes here on YouTube. And even though I don't really make anything, I appreciate your feedback and ways that I can improve my performance on this channel. So when I first went skiing in North Tahoe in 2024, I wore my knit stocking cap with a ball on top and my sunglasses, since that is the gear that I wore the last time I skied in the late 90s. My family bought me a helmet and goggles for my birthday in 2025, and I suppose it makes sense to protect my brain as I approach the age of 60. The kind folks at Echos sent along a stunning Ruroc RG2 ski helmet and goggle package for me to test out. As you can see here, it comes with a nice carrying case for the helmet itself. And then, as you can see here and in the pictures that I have, they sent me the Mount Fuji one to review. Now the Mount Fuji one has Mount Fuji on one side, and in Japanese it does actually say Mount Fuji. Has gorgeous koi fish on the other side, the left side. And then in the front on the face mask, there's actually a dragon mouth there. If you go on the Ruroc website, you'll see that there are quite a few style options available. And if others are as just well done as this Fuji model, you really can't go wrong. Ruroc's previous helmet models had Star Wars styles. And I'll keep my eye out in case those models come back in the future, because as you know, I am Palm Solo here on YouTube and on the internet. A smaller size helmet, shown in the pictures here, was sent along first, since I apparently measured a bit too tight with the tape. Echo sent the Trace style, so at least I was able to take a look at it and check it out before sending it back. The company then sent me this Fuji design in extra large, extra large size, so be careful when you're measuring your head size. Make sure you have ample room so it's comfortable on your head. Let's talk a little bit about the technology in the helmet before I share my experiences with it and the goggles on the slope. The Ruroc RG2 is designed for ultimate protection with a partnership with Rheon impact absorption technology designed to reduce the risk of serious injuries. And you can see inside the helmet here, there are blue spots lining the inside. They're flexible and soft to start with, but then they stiffen upon impact so that up to 15% more energy is absorbed than a helmet with traditional protective materials in order to protect your brain from damage. In addition, along the back is the TwiceMe NFC area that stores your emergency contact information and medical information so that responders can simply touch their phone to the back of the helmet and access key information in case you're unable to provide this after an accident. When the helmet first arrives, to set it up, tap the TwiceMe area and set up your account. You can also use the TwiceMe app on your smartphone to share your location with family and friends, set up a return timer, so if you don't return to a designated area, then an alert will be sent out to the people you have designated in the app. You can also set up immobility alerts that have settings for stillness and duration with a countdown timer as well. One other piece of technology that's available to RG2 users is the Shockwave system powered by Cardo. Unfortunately, I couldn't order one to test out since they were also out of stock for this season. The Shockwave system lets you put a module in the back of the helmet that's inside, and then it has cables to route for a speaker and a mic that fit in the ear pads. You can then connect your phone to talk, listen to music, and more. In addition, up to 15 friends you ski with can connect their Shockwave systems so that you can have a network on the slopes. So now let's talk a little bit about my experiences with the RG2 helmet and the Ruroc goggles that were sent along. As I said earlier, make sure to measure and then select the right size for your head. In my experience, the helmet seems to run a bit small, so give ample room when you're ordering. There is a single dial on the back and the inside that you can rotate to tighten the helmet around your head, and there's also an elastic strap to secure your goggles to the helmet. There's a really nice fidlock clasp that is used to secure the helmet below your chin, and comfortable coverings over that material. I've never skied with a face mask before, but I thoroughly enjoy using it on the RG2 to help keep my face warm and also protect my face. Make sure though, before securing the face mask, you put on your goggles. talking a little bit more about the face mask. The face mask connects in openings on either side magnetically, and it closes with secure clamps. If I open these up on both sides, then I can pull the face mask off. Face mask does have some lining and things inside. It's very, very nicely designed. It actually does say on the inside, wear over the goggles. So put your goggles on before you position the face mask properly. And as you can see here, positioning the face mask when it's like in this position is pretty easy, and then you just simply lock it in place. It's a little bit more difficult when you're out on the slopes, you have the helmet on, and you're trying to position the face mask around in the right slots. I got one side pretty quickly. The other side I worked with quite a while with my gloves off to get it into place. So you may want to put it on when you're in front of a mirror or have a buddy help you out. It does take a bit of a practice to put on and lock in place. Once they're lined up, the physical clamps on each side lock it to your face. I'd never had a problem with that. There's also a peak piece on the top of the helmet above the eye opening. It attaches with a couple of little rubber nubs into slots on there. It doesn't seem extremely secure. If you crashed real hard, it may fall off. It's more for looks than anything else. I haven't really found a practical reason to have it on there. And because I didn't want to lose it and have to try to replace it later on, I skied most of the time with this peak piece off. I also skied with the mask on and then later on with the mask off to see what that impact was like. I actually do prefer to have the mask on, and I was able to enjoy full ventilation, nothing fogged up or anything else like that, and it was very comfortable. I mentioned some goggles, and Ruroc also included, and when you buy the helmet, it does come with these goggles. It has a little slip case for the goggles, of course, here. And then here are the goggles that it comes with, and they fit very, very well underneath the mask. They are included with your RG2 purchase, and they provide a 170-degree horizontal view and a 100-degree vertical field of view. As I mentioned, they also clamp in, so there's two nice little clamps on either side, and then they are magnetic. So this is easily replaceable, and you can see right here there's plenty of magnets to hold it into place, and the magnets themselves hold it pretty securely, but it is nice to have that additional little clasp on each side. And they have great ventilation, nice comfortable pads, and a nice comfortable strap as well, with a little bit of rubber on that strap so it doesn't slide around your helmet, and then you can lock it in with that locking mechanism on the back of the helmet. Visibility was excellent for me on the mountain. By default, Ruroc includes the goggles with a blackout lens, and there are other lens options available that are easy to change out. They range from $100 to $120. So the RG2 helmet and goggles performed flawlessly for me on the slopes. The helmet remained comfortable for hours of skiing. The goggles remained free of fog and provided excellent visibility in the snow. And the face mask actually worked well to block out some of the wind and some of the breeze and keep my face from freezing. It does have good ventilation, so you will, in extreme cold conditions, feel some cold. And there is an opening below where you can actually get up there and maybe have a drink or a little snack underneath of the face mask as well. Thanks to Echos for the support of this review and the opportunity to look awesome on the slopes. It's kind of nice when you have something that distinguishes you from other people. It helps your family and friends find you when you're out there on the slopes. And thank you all for watching. Please subscribe and share and interact with me here, and stay tuned for more coverage of health, wellness gear, e-bikes, wearables, smartphones, and other mobile technology. And may the mobile force be with you.